Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at the Stepdle puzzle. On this day in 1961, the Irish singer ENYA was born. You know, you're famous when you're known by just one name. Nerdle Nil is two names, so I'm not at that level yet. Anyway, to mark this occasion, I'm going to be using some words from titles of her songs as my starting guesses. Starting with probably the most famous song on this list, and it's downhill after that, but we will start with Only Time. So we'll start with Only, and if I had got 4 greys, I'd have gone for Time, but I don't need to, because I've got the O and the N. Let's go for Tone. Let's see if the T and the E from Time would have helped. They would not. At least we got the O and the N in the right place now. We're talking about a pop star. Are we going to have a song? No. So what's that last letter going to be? I'm running out of options. It's not a D. A K? Oh, it was a K. And finally we got the correct first letter. So if I'd gone for Time, I would have got the M, but nothing else. I'm not sure if that would have made it easier or harder. But either way, we got there eventually. We will move on to Wild Child. Oh, the child gives me an I in the right place, and we've also got a C. So the C is surely going to be fourth. But is it going to be a CK ending, like stick, or a CE ending, like twice, or spice? Let's try spice, because then I'll have the S tested as well, in case it turns out to be stick. Or it's neither of the above. That's a nasty trick. But of course we'd already ruled out stick and thick, so testing a trick was the next most sensible thing to do, as far as I could think. We will move on to the 6th letter, Storms, from Storms in Africa. Ooh, only the O. Right, I'm not loving that, but we will try an ing ending. Oh, we haven't got an I, but we've got an N and a G. That's the opposite way round to how it normally goes, but I'm not complaining. That's extra letters than I expected. What are we going to do next? L-O and G makes me think lounge. That moves the N and the G around, but it doesn't move the L around, so it's definitely not correct. What are we going to do instead then? Can't even be something like goblin, because we've just ruled out the I. Is the G or the N going to be the first letter, or have we still not got the first letter? How about dongle? A thing that you put in your computer. That moves the N, G and L around. I've got all the correct letters, but that's an anagram. That's golden, isn't it? All of those yellows. Wow, I'm not sure I've had an anagram on this game before. Certainly not on the 6-letter one. What are the odds of that? Oh, I can't believe I thought of dongle before golden. But anyway, we will end with a 7-letter. I'm going to give myself a challenge because I think the song that I know best, Orinoco Flow, has a 7-letter word in, but I don't think it will accept Orinoco. It does not. I didn't think it would. So we will go with How Can I Keep From Singing? We will give ourselves a challenge by going for singing. All of those duplicated letters. Oh, I feared that might happen. I should have gone for A Day Without Rain instead. And even though I know there's no I, I'm going to go for it. That is not much better, is it? That's what happens when you try and give yourself a challenge. It horrifically backfires. But hopefully this won't be a problem. Oh wow, I felt pretty confident that would give me a more than just 3 letters. Right, clearly I'm going to try an ER ending. Now I just need to get the O in the right place. I can't believe it's still not in the right place. But, I mean, we could use the A. We've got quite a few good vowels we can use, but look how many consonants we've ruled out. C, D, V, an F, maybe they're kind of the only good consonants left. Forever? I mean, forever could be correct. I'm kind of a little bit upset at ENYA for not having a big hit that had the word forever in the title, because that would have been a really great starting word as it turned out. as it happens, I mean, it feels like it's going to be over something. Over blank E blank. What on earth could that be? It can't be over C. We've ruled out the S. Over something. Over key? Doesn't feel like a word to me. What could it be if it's not over? I mean, I've tried the O in 3 different positions now and none of them have been correct. I feel like that's quite unlikely. Unlucky, rather. Either the O is first, which makes it really likely that the word starts with over, or the O goes there, which would mean surely it's an RE in those 2 positions. Where would the V go? We would have to use the E, the other E somewhere, so that would probably be there. So I'm thinking something like that. Or the R is probably going to be first, isn't it? Something like revoked. There we go. That is a little bit of a tricky word, as it turned out. But I got it in 5, which means that we've got a nice 6-3-4-5 pattern. I mean, 6-5-4-3 or 3-5-3-4-5-6 would have been slightly nicer, but, you know, I'm not complaining. I solved it with 2 guesses left, which is better than I thought it was going to be at one stage. So that is the Stepdle puzzle. So thank you for watching. Now it's only time until this video ends. Bye for now.